Hello and happy Wednesday. If you caught my live earlier, welcome back. I am here today to share with you the June Writers Retreat Box reveal. Oh God, you guys, I was talking to a friend about this and she's like, I think you say this about every box, and I think it's true. Everyone just keeps getting better and better and better. And the fun thing about it is, as they're starting to blur together, because let's see, we started this in February, March, April, May, June. So this is the fifth box. And as they're starting to kind of meld together in my mind, some of the really important principles in the box, right? Part of the devotion has stuck with me. And I pray that it's sticking with you too if you're a subscriber. I pray that you are grasping the concepts and that the items are representing the concepts well. And so that it's a constant reminder to you as a writer, um, the lesson behind it. So without further ado, let's dive into June's. So, if you're not familiar with this at all and you're like, who is this crazy lady and why is she coming to you live? My name is Brenda Hare. I am an author, speaker, coach, and the curator of the Writer's Retreat Box, which is a writing retreat delivered to your door. It's a subscription box service, and you get a monthly box delivered to your door where you can have a writing retreat anytime you want all month long, and you can open all the gifts at once or you can open them sporadically throughout the month. It's up to you, but today we're going to open them all together. So if you everybody's gotten their box, so if you haven't yet opened your box and you're watching this, tune out now if you don't want to be the spoiler, right? If you don't want it to be spoiled for you. But this was this month's box, so a little bit different box. This is the first month we used a white box, and no particular reason on it. I just wanted to try it out. Eventually I am thinking about having custom boxes made, and so I'm just kind of playing around with the different colors and stuff. This is only month 5, and if you notice, this month's box is a wee bit thicker. It's because one of the gifts wouldn't fit in the smaller box, and so we had to go bigger. Bigger is sometimes better, and today it is. So here we go. So here's the box. It's a subscription service, like I said, delivered to your door every month. And inside the box, when you open it, this one's really snug, which means there's some great stuff in here. Really snug. When you open it up, hopefully yours came in one piece, and you have this beautiful, let me make sure I get it right, this beautiful little wax seal holding your papers together. And then when you open up your box, you have your devotional, your writing exercise, and your spoiler list or your packing list all here together. And then, as you can see, you have all the goodies. And so we're going to open these together and go through each one and share the meaning behind them. This month's theme was perspective. And so it's the way we see things and how we see things. And so everything in here is not quite what you see or what you think, which is really interesting. This ribbon, my sister gave it to me because it's yellow, and she'd given it to me a while back, and it's a unique fabric. And she's like, I don't know what this is. And I said, I don't either. It kind of feels like an ace bandage type of thing, but it's not sticky like ace, like when you go get a shot, you know how they wrap your arm with something. She said, it kind of feels like that, but it's not sticky. And I said, yeah, but it's stretchy and spongy like that. It's really strange. And so I shared one of these gifts with my daughter, and she was a sports trainer in high school, and she said, Mom, this is sports tape. And so I thought it was just hilarious. But that was the thing about this box, is not everything is what it seems, right? And so the packing is included. This wrapping also is not what it seems. This is not wrapping paper at all. This box is actually wrapped. Some of the boxes were wrapped wholly in this paper, and some of them were wrapped half the box. But this is actually contact paper. And so when I bought the wrap, I thought it was wrapping paper, and it turned out to be contact paper. And I was like, really? And I was like, isn't that funny that the whole box is about perspective and how we see things. And I saw a roll of polka dotted paper and totally thought it was wrapping paper, and snagged it up and ended up with contact paper. And so I wrapped the gift in it. And some people would be like, what are you doing? Well, here's why. Because we are doing some junk journaling coming up. And if you're part of that junk journaling, you might want this contact paper to use for that, as any of the wrapping from the box. But all the wrapping is uniquely picked out for the boxes and hopefully for you to reuse them. So this contact paper, reuse it however you want. You can use it to cover a journal, use it to back your phone, whatever you want to do, right? Because it is truly contact paper. So let's open some of these gifts together. I'm going to set this down and we're going to go through a little by little here. So we're going to start with our packing list and our devotion. So each box includes a devotion that is what the box is themed around. This box is themed around the scriptures from 1 John 3:1 and Matthew 7:7 through 8. Actually 7 through 11. And then I give you some Q&A type things in there as well. Because I really want it to sink in for you. And then the last scripture we wrapped up with was from Ephesians 4:1 through 6. Okay, so that's the devotion. Again, it's around perspective. I'm not going to give it away because if you're a subscriber, you've got the inside scoop really on that, right? The rest of you would have to subscribe to get the goodies, as they say. Then we have a writing challenge. This writing challenge applies for the box and it also applies to my coaching community. I truly hope that you take this writing exercise on and apply what I learned, what I talked about today on the Writing Wednesday. If you didn't catch that, go back and watch the replay. It was at 9:30 this morning. The replay is still here live. You can, or recorded on Facebook. You can go watch it and it'll help you with the writing challenge. Okay, so we're going to go down the list. We're going to start with the things on the list. So the first thing on the list comes in this sweet little package. And again, this can totally be used for a pocket inside your junk journal, but it is this bracelet. There's a little charm on it. It says Once Upon a Time. And as you can see, the bracelet is kind of this gray-green color. It's an agate beaded bracelet. And it's a stretchy bracelet, so it should fit on most wrists. And here's the really fun thing about this bracelet. So it looks like a normal bracelet. It's kind of a grayish green color. But then when we move on to the next gift, and here's something I didn't say in the spoiler alert about this bracelet. The charm is Once Upon a Time. Hopefully, because I focused on the bracelet itself, but I forgot to mention about the charm. The charm, Once Upon a Time, it's really about the stories we tell ourselves, right? Our perspective. How we see things is about the story we're telling ourselves. About the way maybe we've experienced things in the past. And so what's the story you're telling yourself? Is it Once Upon a Time or is it Once Upon this time? Okay, moving on. This is what we call our shareables. And then again, a little cute polka dotted bag can totally be used for all kinds of things. Gift wrap, in your junk journal, whatever. But in our shareables this month, we have some really pretty little cards that are all kind of cosmic looking, fun, blank insides. You can use them for anything. I love that. I don't know about you guys, but are you seeing a horse right here in this one? Talking about perspective, that's so crazy. I totally see a horse in that one. You're not supposed to see things in these. That's not the purpose of these. But isn't that the way the sky works though, right? So you get the cards in the envelopes. So they're blank inside. You can use them for anything. I love these cards in particular because they're not masculine or feminine. They can be used either way. And so you can use this as a birthday card, a thank you card, a graduation card. We got graduations coming up. So use your cards. You can recycle your wax seal on it if you'd like. But here's what ties into the bracelet. So in the shareables, you have your pen for the month. I like to include a pen every month. This month's pen is very different because it is I don't want to use the word magic because that brings up all kinds of things, but it's kind of magic, right? It is an invisible, if I can open it, it's an invisible, so when you write, you can't see it. And then, in fact, let me find something to write on here and I'll show you. Since we're dealing with a blue pen, let's just grab a blue, what are these called? Sticky note. Okay, so I'm going to write you a note and I'm going to say, Okay, so I wrote your note on here, but you can't see it until I shine. Oh, come on, turn on. Hold on, my light's not working. Oh, there we go. Until I shine the light on it, and let me go from one side to the other so you can see it. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Here, let me start on this side. Oh, you can't. There you go. Okay, go this way. See? So you kind of got to decode it, right? It's kind of hard to do on camera and on screen, and you do have to get really close. But when I'm looking at it this way, I can get from far away and read it just fine. So maybe I just need to get, yeah, you can't really see it on camera. Okay, but so each subscriber got a handwritten note from me on the bottom of their writing exercise, which is so fun. Nope, nope, nope. My puppy dog wants to join me, and she can't for this because I have to put things in my lap, and I can't have a dog in my lap. Okay, so the fun thing about this it also applies to your bracelet. Okay, so I don't know about you, but and then hopefully this will show up on here. Hopefully it'll pick it up. It's not picking it up. But when you shine a black light on this bracelet, it's not going to show up for me on here. It turns, like right now, it looks like it's turning purple, but it actually turns orange. So if you were to wear it out to a club or something, it would turn orange. And so it's just kind of cool thought on it, right? And so it's kind of your own little secret that you have this magical bracelet, if you will. Okay, we're going to attempt to do this with the dog on our lap because she wants to be on our lap. We'll see how well this works. She wants everything. Okay, so going down the list, that's what you have. Your shareables, your pen, your magic wand, if you will, to reveal your bracelet and your secret handwritten note from me. So 2 beautiful envelopes if you're reusing your gift bags. Okay, that was your shareable. Let's see what else we got. Your cards. Oh, and then you should have got a sticker in that bag as well, unique for you to use in your journal. Okay, then we're talking about polka dots. And one of the things that I got you this month was a polka dot. I love this little container because it's magnetic. So you can stick it to your fridge, you can stick it to your filing cabinet if you have one of those old-fashioned ones in your office, or any other place in your house, your washing machine, whatever, if you need to put little gadgets in it. Like it would be kind of neat to put it in like on your washer, especially if you have kids at home, because who knows what they're bringing in the wash, right? And so you could put the things you find in the wash, you can put it in there and put the lid on and stick it to the wash, and then they can see like, oh, there's my favorite toy or my dollar or whatever, right? Because it's in there in the container. So you can use it for whatever you want. You can use it in your office, paper clips, thumbtacks, all of those type of things. Be creative and use it however, but it is magnetic, so you can use it. Even what my daughter said she thought was cute was she loves this piece, which is another one of those perspective things, right? Because it looks like a little book, and it is a little Dr. Seuss book, but it's actually a pencil eraser. So that's fun. Things that look like something and are something else. She actually said she loves this just like this because it's like a little frame for this, and she was going to stick it on her fridge just like that because she thought it was so cute. So do with it what you want, but that's those 2 pieces there. Again, perspective, and remember this book one because that's coming up again here in a little bit. Okay, so we've got our wearable, our shareable, our office supplies, and let's talk about our bonus spa treatment. And if you're a subscriber and you're watching, first of all, let me know, say subscriber, and then let me know if this bonus item made it intact. I was a little afraid to send this because it's hot and I didn't want it to melt. And so I'm praying that it got to everyone intact. But that item, let me see where that is, if I have it. I need to pull from a different box. Yes, because I already have it unwrapped over here. Okay, so it came all wrapped up like this, secure. So if it did melt, it wouldn't get onto anything else. And it came bubble wrapped to hopefully protect it even more. But let me know if it came whole. So it is this beautiful flower. And a lot of people would look at this and go, oh, it's soap. No, it's actually lotion. And it's not just lotion, it's tallow lotion. And so you can literally pluck off a petal and use it as lotion. Um, and tallow is really good for your skin. It's made from animal fat, so it's more natural for our skin than some of the synthetic things that are out there. And it's really popular right now. It absorbs into your skin really well. I've been using it because I sample all the products before they go in, and I really do like what it's doing to my skin. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope it made it still looking beautiful like a flower. Let me know, because I was very worried about that. Okay, so that's your bonus spa treatment. You can pluck a petal a day. You know, it'd be funny. Oh, and that was brought to you by a mother-daughter duo here in Texas. As their company's called Natural As Can Be, B-E-E, Natural As Can Be. And sweet ladies I met out at a vendor event and super excited about their products. You'll probably be seeing some more of them throughout the box in the future. Okay, the next we have some writing inspiration. So this was a fun thing because I know so many writers struggle in this area. So in this, you should have got a green or a purple polka dotted bag with bigger polka dots like this, green or purple. And in this bag, you received, first of all, a Scrabble tile holder, and then some letters. And your job is to figure out what the letters are and what you want your Scrabble tile holder to say. So I'm trying to, did I spoil it on here? Oh, I did. I can't remember if I spoiled the letters or not. But you have letters in here to spell out either the word, let me put my little stand the right way, either the word author or the word writer. So not everyone sees themselves as an author or even a writer. And so the point of this exercise was, first of all, perspective, right? Oh, I just dropped them all on the floor. So you know what that means? I'm probably gonna have a puppy eating them all. Okay, picked them all back up. So here's the thing about these. Let me make sure she's not eating anything important. Okay, here's the thing about these letters is once you decide what you want to put on it, you can actually glue them onto your tile stand if you want. But okay, here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it back here. I'm gonna put it right here, and we're gonna put them over here. Can you see that? Yeah, okay, good. We're gonna put them over here. That way we don't have to move it. And here comes trouble, so we don't want to have to move it. Nothing like working with a dog in your lap. We don't want to have to move it because we don't want it to fall. All right. T O. And of course you can paint your holder if you want to match your office. But now you have a nameplate for your desk. So it's hard to see from way back there, but it says author. So you can have it say author or you can have it say writer. If you're trying to figure out which one you are and why one is versus the other, here's what a lot of people say is a writer is someone who writes, right? Easy enough. And a lot of people will say, well, an author is someone who is professionally published. And I would say use your own definitions because I was professionally published before I published my first book. I was published in an anthology, and I should back up and say it wasn't professionally published. And that's why I wouldn't have considered myself an author prior to my first book coming out. It was quite a struggle for me to accept that because I wasn't proud of that first book, the work that was in it, because they didn't allow for editing. And so it wasn't what it should have been. Okay, someone's getting way too nosy, so we're going to put her down. And let me grab this off the floor so she doesn't eat it. Oh, too late. Apparently, I dropped my wax seal on the floor. And so somebody decided she was going to eat it. Okay, so let's move on to the next item in the box because we are getting very distracted with the puppy dog. Okay, the next one is probably one of my favorite gifts. I don't know. I say that about them all. I know. I love them all. But here's what it looks like wrapped. this is the reason why we had to go to a bigger box. Here's what it looks like wrapped. And again, perspective, right? This is just a fun ribbon that is like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like a tube. And so I just thought that that was a lot of fun. And then, of course, you get a sticker to go under it for your journal and all that good stuff. But here is the item unwrapped. Okay. So, hold on. Let me see if I can get this puppy dog situated. Okay. Here we go. You ready? Ready? I love this item. Okay. So it's securely wrapped. This is why the box had to be thicker. You had to protect it. Okay, so it looks like a book. Just like our other looks like a book, but it's not a book. It's a vase or a planter or a pencil holder or a makeup brush holder. I think mine's going to be a makeup brush holder. And I love the Secret Garden, first of all. But when I purchased it not knowing what the back said. And when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just as beautiful as I thought it was. It's, as you can tell, it's pretty good size. I wish I had a ruler here. It's probably about 6 inches tall. But when I saw the quote on the back, I loved it even more. And it says, if you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden. And isn't that just, I mean, it sums up the whole box, right? Perspective. And so there you have it. There's your home decor item, if you will. Use it how you wish, whether it's home decor, makeup brushes, pencils, beautiful flowers, however you choose to use yours. I cannot wait to see. I'm super excited about mine, and I'm thinking it's going to be makeup brushes. I'm trying to kind of spread my book love throughout my house in cute decorating ideas, and I'm not a very good decorator, and so this is one of the ways I'm going to bring books into my bathroom. Now they're in my bathroom already because there's a whole bookshelf full of them, but that's a whole different story. Okay, the next one is, let's see. Okay, the next one, I called it a challenge, and here is why. It comes wrapped in a beautiful, oh, this is it. It comes wrapped in here, and I called it a challenge because it's not what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't, the quality wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. And so it presented kind of a challenge to me. And I was like, oh, how great is this for the box? It's like total perspective. So again, if you're watching live, let me know what your favorite part was of the box, if you've opened it. But here is that gift. And I don't know if you've seen these around, but it says, read me when, and it has some feelings. Happy, thankful, angry, anxious, lonely, sad. And here's why I considered this a challenge. Because when I opened it and I started, let's just pick one. Let's say right now I'm feeling very thankful. So I'm going to pick a pink one because that's the color that corresponds with that. When I pick out thankful, this is what I get. Okay, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Now, when you first read that scripture, you may be like, what does that have to do with thankfulness? What does that have to do? But so I challenge you to sit and like figure it out. What does it have to do? Should you be thankful that love is this way? Is it reminding you that you have this kind of love in your life? Like what is it? So I want you to use it as a challenge if you got it in this month's gift, if you're a subscriber, because I think it'll be good for that. And I know that some people, after they take one out, they put it back in a different place so that they know that they've read it, that particular one. But anyway, there it is. So I challenge you, and some of them I even had to look up. I was like, I'm sorry, what? How does this fit? And so it challenged me to go to God's Word and really look and see the scripture in full context. So I'm calling this our challenge for this box because it's a little bit different. The next item is our sneak peek item. And normally our sneak peek in the past has been something very small, like a little sticker or something. But this month, our sneak peek is this fun little gadget. It looks kind of like a kettlebell. But it is, look, she thinks it's for her. It looks like a kettlebell. But it is actually a lock secured keychain, if you will. Or you can put it on your bag or whatever for your rings or your jewelry when you're at the gym. So um, if you take it and you open it up like that, then you can pull the top off. And when you get the top off, you got a ring this month. Oop, my foam fell out. You have a little piece of foam in there as well to hold, to keep things secure. But there you have it. And then you secure it back. But you also got this month a ring. And I've heard from one subscriber already that this was her favorite part of the box, because it is a fidget ring. And the good thing about this fidget ring, so I don't know if you can see it. First of all, it's adjustable, so it should fit your finger no matter what size your finger is. And it has these little beads on them. It reminds me of one of those what are they called? I want to say Atticus, but is that what the word Atticus? It's the little counting thing is what it reminds me of. But it's a fidget ring. And so the cool thing about it is you can fidget with it and it's quiet. So nobody would even know that you're fidgeting with it because you can roll the beads in your fingers. And depending on which finger you put it on, it depends on how you roll it. So you got this cute little fidget ring. Again, things aren't what they seem, right? It looks like a ring, but it is an anxiety reliever for a lot of people, and a quiet fidget toy. So love that. And it's an upscale fidget toy, right? Nobody wants to have silly looking fidget toys. Okay, so then how you put this back on, if you were putting your rings in here, you're at the gym or whatever, you would loop that right through there. Like, I can get it, I promise, even with a dog on my lap. I can. This is how I got it before. Yep, there we go. So the best way to do it is just push it down and then push it through. There you go, little kettlebell. And that's your sneak peek for July's box. So what do you think July's box is going to be all about? All right. That was the hidden inside. And then lastly, I want to encourage everyone to recycle their boxes, the items, the packaging inside your boxes, all of those things. I understand that the writer's box is not for everyone, and that's okay. Not everyone, I had a subscriber tell me one time she thought that she was past where it is for writers, and I was like, that's okay, that's your opinion. And it may or may not be for you, but here's the thing. If it is for you and there's some gift in there that you're just like, nah, this is not my style, this is not my thing, how can you bless somebody else with that particular gift, right? Because not everything in the box may be for you, but you may be able to bless someone else with it. Something as simple as this. So here's the thing, right? In this box I have, because I did my author, I have some letters left over. I have W-I-E, spells nothing, right? I could gift my E. I could send it in one of my cards that I just got. I could send it to my dear friend Yvonne and be like, hey, I got you this little E because I was thinking about you, or this reminded me of you and wanted you to just, have it to use in your junk journal or whatever. So even the littlest of things can be used to bless somebody else. So I pray that all the items in the box are a blessing to you. And if it's not something for you, that you would bless somebody else with it. But let me know what you love in the box if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber and you want to be one, there's only a couple spots left for this, like right now. If you want July's box, you can order July's box. If you want a one-time box, that option is available, but it's going to go away at the end of this month. No more one-time boxes for a while. And then we will open up the boxes for subscription again on in August. So actually middle of July, let's see. You'll have to be a subscriber for August's box by July 8th. If you want to get August's box. So I'm going to be opening that up for August's box for July 8th. And we're going big for August. It's the beach retreat. I'm super excited about it. If you're coming to the beach retreat, you'll get swag at the beach retreat. If you're a subscriber, you'll get your subscriber box at the beach retreat, and it will not be the same content. So you will be getting blessed with all kinds of gifts because it will not be the same content. So excited about all of that. I know I say so excited so much. I feel like that's my go-to, but I really am excited, you guys. I'm so blessed to be able to do what it is I do and to curate these boxes and to bless writers. And I don't take it lightly. In fact, sometimes I take it too seriously, but I know that sharing God's word through our stories and our testimony is probably the most important thing that we can do because it's personal, right? No one can take that from us. It's our experience. No one can refute that. And so, writing it and sharing that testimony with others is so important. Helping others see God through real life experiences is probably the most impactful. I mean, look at Paul. Look at Paul in the Bible. I'm just talking about perspective, right? I mean, people saw him as a murderer, and then he became a Christian, and God transformed him, and he like wrote, I think, a fourth of the New Testament. Maybe it's a fourth, um, a big chunk of the New Testament. So things aren't always what they seem, right? And God can do amazing things. And so this month, I pray that you have a positive outlook. I am a believer in the glass is refillable. It's not half empty, it's not half full, it is refillable. And so, whatever you're facing this week, I pray that you will get a fresh perspective and just know that God's not done with you yet and that He has a better story for you. So, let Him write your ending and start with today as your once upon a time. So, that's all I've got for you today. If you're one of my coaching clients, part of my coaching Publish and Tell coaching community, I will see you at noon on the coaching call. See you soon.